All right, are you ready? Was that? Did that get
Wow.
recorded?
I hope it didn't. I really
hope
hope
it
it did not.
I
Woo!
hope it did.
All right. So, ladies, gents, non-binary folks, and whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves, here we are yet again with another episode of Zak's Half Black Full Hour. We are currently here with Christian and your host, Zach Walker. I don't really know what to call you the co-host because I'm the only consistent motherfucker on this show. But hey, we'll let that slide. Armand should be joining us. Ian, yet again, is in the land of the Israelites, probably. I don't know. On the Lolita Express.
What?
What? I didn't. Hey, oh. But so indeed. So you've been in tune with the news, or should we try to stay away from the politics? What you think?
Yeah, well, we don't have to talk about politics necessarily. I mean, the only news story that I've really kept up with recently is going to lead us right down the volcano.
Yeah, that blew up in Tonga.
I did not hear about that. No.
Really? There was a tsunami, like tsunami warning.
Tsunami or volcano?
Tsunami warning over here in the West Coast because the volcano exploded in Tonga, and I mean you can probably understand how far away that fucking is.
I was literally about to say, if you offered me $1 million to point out Tonga on a map, I'd be like, well, thanks for the $0.
It's near Fiji and Samoa, you know. So,
I have no, to be honest, dude, I have no idea where those places are either.
Okay, so what we're talking about here is we're talking about the Ring of Fire, that Ring of Fire, and it's
legend Johnny Cash.
Well, yeah, and lots of ash for those poor people.
So did people die? Was it like a disaster, or was it just?
Yeah, it was really bad. In fact, I don't think that. Well, for the first 24 hours, there was no communication with the island because, I mean, the volcano just blew their shit to pieces, and then the water came rushing up. So there's like videos that people were posting on, like, you know, the lives and the Facebooks and the Instagrams and all the social media of them.
Everyone pretending all of a sudden that they know where Tonga is. They're like, "Help Tonga!" Everyone's like, "What?"
No. Of people in the splash zone, and they're showing the splash, and it's not looking good. In fact, looks like they're about to drown, and it's like, oh, oof, wow, this is.
I'm pretty glad I don't live there.
Rough.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, but it's more so like, I mean, the reports were like, oh, this is kind of like an unprecedented like explosion. So there was like no preparing for it, and everyone's just kind of got fucked, you know?
Well, that is definitely a nice and good and positive note to start the podcast off on. So thank you for that. So big, word up to all my peoples in Tonga.
Yeah, Godspeed.
Yeah, you guys are, really cool. I've never met a person from Tonga, but I'm sure you guys are great. And I'm sure your culture is rich and equal to anyone else's, and not better or worse. We would say equal. We are equally upset as if this had happened anywhere else, and we are very upset that this happened.
Man,
just because it's in a place that we've never heard of, the Tonga, that doesn't make it any less important or emotionally devastating.
Man, it's gonna be funny when you run into a Tongan person who just beats the dog snot out of you, dude.
Dogs have snot?
Have you seen a dog?
Well, I know they drool a lot.
Probably a little bit of snot there.
Do they have snot? Or are you just making this up?
I'm not a fucking vet. Veterinarian. Sorry, I'm still looking for that goddamn adapter thing. Sorry, guys, if this audio is straight garbaggio, but I can't find my. Well, first and foremost, my goddamn mic or interface. Some connecting aspect to my audio setup got trashed. It wasn't the cord. Switch cords. Christian saw me switch cords and almost
actually sounding pretty good now, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Well, you were complaining about going deaf. Not
well, I was. No, you were hitting me with like it was as if someone had just taken like the mic cord and then just put their hand on it like that for like 5 seconds in a row.
He was making it sounded like I was torturing him in Guantanamo. I was like, dude, calm down.
No, you were low-key Guantanamoing my ears.
Guantanamoing. Hello.
So anyway, I was thinking for a podcast special. No, don't think.
Don't.
So I was thinking. No, don't do that.
No, don't do that. Stop. Bad for business. But yeah, you were thinking.
I was thinking, and then I was like, "Oh, this hurts! Ow!" Ugh. And then I stopped.
I need more protein.
I was like, "Oh God, this is uncomfortable." I started thinking, and then I started, sort of the philosophical realities of life started making themselves apparent to me. And I started thinking, oh, this is so overwhelming. I need to hide. And then I jumped back into my safe sort of shelter of social media, internet pornography, you know what I'm saying? YouTube, Reddit, these kinds of things.
Shouldn't have said that on the internet. Jesus Christ.
I was thinking the other day, how many people just totally like, especially after the pandemic, I feel like a lot of people just don't really get out there in the real world too much. And it's kind of weird.
Oh, yeah? I mean.
Yeah. Like a lot of people.
I think that's been like most of human history. Like there's always been hermits.
Saying,
there's always been hermits, my dude.
I'm saying there's a lot now, though. They're not an oddity. Back then, it was like, wow, this guy is so disconnected from the normal like social functions. He is a hermit. We invented a word for him.
Yeah. I mean,
now it's just like, oh yeah,
there's always been people like that, dude. That's like a trope in the hero's story where he has to go to the mountain and meet the fucking old guy in the hills who's crazy good at.
What's the name of that trope? The
Obi-Wan
mentor or something? Yeah. Yes, what is the name of that trope?
The mentor.
It's not the mentor. It's it's not the prophet. I don't remember. Anyway, what's your favorite trope, literary trope, or movie trope?
Favorite trope? I was actually thinking about this not too long ago, but the trope of like, he had one last job. He had 1 week before retirement. It's like, oh, shut up. Nobody,
I don't get
like,
it.
you know how like in every like cop thriller drama, like someone gets capped 1 week before retirement, or like in the case of Seven, where Morgan Freeman's character is like got a week from retirement left, and R. Lee Emery, the guy from the sergeant from Full Metal Jacket, was like, I don't care.
Oh, is that Kevin Spacey?
No. Are you having fun? You having fun? Are you having fun? Put respect on the name, man.
Okay. So yeah, I've never seen Full Metal Jacket, but continue.
What?
I've never seen that. I know. I only know the scene where he's yelling in the face of those people.
Yeah, so that guy is fucking. their sergeant,
Okay.
in 7. And he's like,
And he dies 1 week before retiring?
no, he doesn't die, but he gets that fucking case that like ruins his outlook on how bleak the world is. Like he was already not doing so hot, and then all that shit happened. He was like, just another day in this fucking city or whatever.
That's kind of a trope, right? That's
Yeah.
kind of a trope where there's like the older, jaded one, and then there's the young guy who's like the idealistic.
The bright-eyed
green-
youth.
Yeah, exactly. The bright-eyed new guy, and he's like, I'm gonna change this town. I'm gonna make a change in the how things go down. And the older guy's like,
And then
you think you can beat the machine?
or they're like, you just be careful, man. I gotta get you back home to your pregnant wife and other baby child. And it's like, okay, I'll be very careful. I'll wear 3 vests. Like, wait, that was in Lethal Weapon 3 where fucking Murtaugh or Riggs, Mel Gibson's character, had like a rookie cop with him who had a body armor. And that's when they found out that the bullets that the bad guys were using went through body armor, and they were called cop killer bullets. And then it became like, pretty common to find like people that buy ammo illegally to like be like, oh, I got some cop killer bullets. It's like, that's really weird. It's a weird thing to like buy illegally.
Yeah,
I mean, not really. It's bullets that go through like plate armor, but to call it that, it is still kind of like kind of icky.
Yeah,
Especially when you're 13 and you're like, damn, this rookie cop really got his shit blasted before his pregnant wife could, Oh God, that's always the worst. The pregnant cop trope wife. Wait.
pregnant cop trope wife.
Yeah, wait. You know what I mean? Pregnant wife cop.
The pregnant wife of the cop. Oh, yeah, of course, the pregnant wife of the cop trope.
Yeah.
My favorite trope is the evil stepmother. I like that one.
Really?
Yeah, it's my favorite one because it tells the truth. You know what I mean? It tells the truth about what we know.
It's actually overwhelmingly going to be like an evil stepfather, but go off, King.
I don't know too many stepfathers, to be honest. Like my friends, most of my friends whose parents are divorced, I can only name one who has a stepdad.
Yeah.
The other ones, their parents just haven't remarried.
Yeah, why get remarried?
I feel like it'd be kind of weird. Well, I mean, if you have kids, it makes sense because you need someone to help you out. But
I mean, not if you have adult children.
Yeah, that's different. But I feel like you just derailed me, bro. I forgot what I was gonna say. Don't remember. Fuck it. But yeah, I feel like a bunch of people I know, their parents are divorced, and it's kind of like, damn, man. That's just kind of how it is for people in our generation, which isn't cool, man. I wish it wasn't like that for people our age. Why is it like that for people our age?
I don't know. I know a lot of people's grandparents also got divorced, so
I mean, I just don't know people well enough. I guess I don't know my friends all that well because I've never been like, so are both of your grandparents still together? Like, so tell me about the marital history of your parents' parents. And it's like, dude, I'm just trying to play Call of Duty right now.
I mean, my dad's parents got divorced in like, I want to say the early or mid 70s, so I don't know.
My dad's dad
It's not that
died.
uncommon.
My dad's dad died and his mom didn't get remarried her whole life. And she had 7 kids, bro. And my mom's parents did get divorced. Yeah. So, but that was really uncommon at the time.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what everyone says.
But I crunched the numbers and they were lying.
Cap. I called cap.
I scraped the data.
I mean, there's so many people that get separated because divorce is not cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Divorce, the laws surrounding divorce are insane. They are insane.
They're absolutely bogus. Yeah. So it's kind of like, that's why it's like, well, why don't we just, there's ways to what?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty crazy in
other ways, I guess.
In Taiwan, they're pretty crazy as well. The US, I think they're even crazier. But the US, the thing about it is, I'm pretty sure if you basically cheat on your spouse, then they can use that as grounds for a divorce, right?
Yeah.
But they cannot sue you, I think, in a civil court, right?
That sucks. We don't want that money.
In Taiwan, if your spouse cheats on you, you can sue them you can press civil charges. And I think even as recently as like a year ago, you could press criminal charges for cheating on your spouse. It was a criminal offense up until about 1 year ago.
About a year ago.
Or maybe 2 years ago.
We fuck around and we can't clear it, ho.
Okay.
Legally, that's a no-go. Even though we all do it for show, yo.
Okay.
Tell me more. Keep going. Yeah. Keep going. Keep spitting. Have you gotten any ciphers recently? You've been freestyling a lot besides when you call me up at was 7 a.m. my time and drunkenly you'd be like, hey man, I don't say this enough, but like shut the fuck up. I got
it. Do I do that? I don't recall what you're talking about. I do not recall these words of which you speak.
Wasn't me.
That's wasn't false. Me. It was a guy that looked like me.
You made it up.
No way.
Yeah.
It never happened.
Not this time.
Yeah, but you like it. You wake up in the morning.
Oh, you like it.
Even before you woke up, you know that you're dreaming in your subconscious. You're thinking, I need someone to spit some fresh bars at me. Then your phone starts ringing. You wake up, you see it's me calling, and you go, oh, goddamn. It's like my heart's inner desires were answered. And it kind of just brightens up your day right from the get-go. It's just
from the Jumpy McJumperton.
Yeah, it's from the McJumpity jump skiddly daddly. That didn't really work too well, but you know what I'm saying, man. You wake up and you go, you say, bye, George.
Who's George and why is anything going by him?
Yeah.
Better not be a cornerback. Better not be a cornerback for my goddamn team.
So, favorite U.S. presidents, go.
Oof.
Andrew Jackson.
I guess no. Nope.
Why? You don't like Stonewall? Nah. His name was
Stonewall. Nope.
His name was Stonewall. That's
definitely not that guy. Yeah, not for me.
Imagine being so
Jimmy Carter. Carter.
He's like the latest one. He's like the wackest. He's like did I say less? He's like the least charismatic one, dude. His face.
Least charismatic?
Yeah, his face.
Oh, he's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, he looks like a softie, dude, in a bad way. Like
no, dude. He was a sweetheart.
He looks like you push on his face.
All right, JFK.
Just collapse.
Number 2, JFK.
Adulterer.
I mean, who was
Degenerate.
Irish, so you're correct.
Was he Irish? Oh yeah, he's like the Boston guy.
Come on.
Yeah, he was Irish. He was Irish Catholic.
Yeah, now you're getting it. Catholic my balls. How about that?
His family was very powerful. I remember looking this up on Wikipedia.
His dad was a bootlegger.
His dad was a big guy in politics too.
Yes.
I mean, he may have been a bootlegger. I don't know, but his dad.
How do you think he got the money for the politics? How do you think he got the votes?
I think his dad was a congressman. I'm pretty sure, and I think his grandfather was also a congressman. Like his whole family was very powerful in politics for generations before he was president.
Well, that's why he and his brother got their faces blown apart. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to live, dog. So
Gavin
that's
Newsom.
why I don't look up to these guys.
Gavin
Newsom got assassinated?
No. He wrote an op-ed about how he's never going to release Saran, the guy who shot. Saran's the guy who shot Robert Kennedy.
Oh, is that's what that song is about? K Saran. Is that written about him?
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it, my guy. I think that's just the dude's name. His first name's Saran. He's got a middle name that's different, and then his last name is Saran.
Parents. Oh, Jesus Christ! Was that last one a real sneeze, or are you mistaken? You gassing this?
No. One more. What? I got it.
All right. Good. But
yeah, so that one
shot
worked.
Robert Kennedy. So anyway, check.
Oh, that was good too. Oh boy, it's a fucking stunner tonight.
That was good.
Oh, good.
So he got shot in California. Then I guess if Gavin Newsom has the say, what is it? The power to decide.
Well, because he's got appeal. Parole hearing. He's up for
what I'm
parole.
saying is he's imprisoned in California. Is that the story?
Yeah, because Bob Kennedy wasn't he? I think he was visiting here or something. Or
I have no idea, dude. There's just too many people who get assassinated in politics. It's kind of exhausting.
Time to get assassinated.
Yeah. But we haven't had any big assassinations in a while, so that's good.
That we know of. Khashoggi?
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, no, I mean in the U.S.
Oh, the
I
U.S.
didn't mean. In other countries, it happens on the daily. I'm pretty sure it happens in Russia like every other day. Or in China, you just can't. It's just a black box, so you don't know because you barely know who any of the politicians are.
That's interesting. Who was the last person who was assassinated in the U.S.?
Wasn't there that dude who leaked stuff to WikiLeaks and then he randomly died in like a street shooting in Washington, D.C. and everyone said, "Oh, Hillary Clinton killed him."
Probably. There's probably a lot of like things that get tied back to the Clintons that people are going to be like.
You know what? They've never been convicted of a crime, so stop talking down on my girl Hillary's name.
God, bro!
Don't talk down on
if everyone who committed a crime
Clinton's
got convicted
name.
for it, dude, no one would be out of prison. We would in prison. we would be escape from New York. That would be
now
too.
That I've illegally downloaded a lot of movies.
Oh my God!
It's crazy how that whole era. It's kind of crazy how that whole era of home torrenting kind of passed by, and you don't even need to torrent anymore. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't download a porno. Yeah, the fuck I would.
I wouldn't.
I'm 14.
Why would I want to keep it on my computer? But anyway, there was a time where I would torrent. There was a time when I would torrent a movie like every weekend, you know, and now it's like there's just so many streaming sites that you don't even need to do that unless you absolutely want to keep it.
Yeah. No, I got in trouble
from the FBI, CIA, FBI.
No, from
FCC, MTV, BET.
Shut up. Never.
Okay.
Stop. But it was. I just know that one day my dad, he and I were like driving home from basketball practice, and he was like, "Hey, so I got a fucking letter in the mail, dude." And I was like, "That's not good, obviously, or else you get a lot of those. Why would you
The
bring
tone of
a
voice
certain
sounds pretty
one?"
aggressive. Yeah.
Well, don't like how you said that. He's like,
okay.
he was like, "Do you? How many like?" I was like, "How many movies have you been downloading a week?" And I was like, I don't know," and I didn't know what kind of movies he meant. I automatically
you
was
thought
like,
he meant
I got
adult
afraid.
movies.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
I don't download any movies. What?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Movies?
But
what movies?
but he, I guess it was Warner Bros. Or something like that, or Viacom or something like that. They hit him with like hey, your IP address has like illegally downloaded a fuck ton of our movies. I don't know. I guess they dropped whatever they were gonna pursue because my dad was like, "Oh, that's my 13-year-old son. I'm sorry, he has no idea the consequences of what he's doing whatsoever. I've taken away his computer. This will not happen." And then he just started getting Netflix movies in the mail like way more often. And it was kind of a win-win because
it's kind of crazy how Netflix actually used to be a mail order subscription service. That's so weird to think back on those times.
Not that weird.
But it really was.
People used to send babies in the mail, so how weird is that?
Man. Don't say that.
They did. They fucking did. All right, Lord. Don't play with me now.
They sent babies in the mail. I don't believe it.
Oh, they did. Oh.
Where? What are we talking about? Afghanistan here?
Well, no, in America. The US of A.
I do not believe that.
I'll show you an article. Armand is a fucking...
When you say in the mail, do you mean like a horse and buggy, like people putting it in a... Okay, that's different though, because that's not like the mail. That's not what we think of when we say the mail. These days,
but like early 1900s, or not 1900. Yeah, early 1900s, like 1901 and shit. Yeah, to 10.
It's crazy that we lived through.
Put a little baby in a little wooden crib, poke the holes in the top, and be like, "Hey, dude, there's a baby in here." Because it was cheaper to send them in the mail than to like take it on a buggy, like rent someone's buggy and be like, "Hey, I gotta take this baby to its grandparents' house." Just throw him in the mail. Give him a little sedative, put some whiskey in his gums, and he's asleep. He starts crying, just on the box until he stops crying.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or
that's weird.
Toss him off the fucking buggy. Who cares? We got 18 of them. That's just the precious
days. Yeah, back in those days, a baby died, and people would be like, "All right, whatever, let's make a new one."
Damn, what was his name? We'll make that the middle name of the next one.
Yeah. Nice. But let's get away from all this talk of babies in buggies, and
babies and
we'll
buggies,
go back
babies and buggies.
We'll go back to what we were on earlier.
What were we on earlier, huh? What were we on earlier, sir?
I actually don't remember, but we were talking about how...
Let's talk about how it's been like a celebrity rapture recently. How just a lot of famous people recently, I mean, maybe it's just time of the year. Maybe it's the COVID, but I feel like a lot of famous people be passing and everyone's like, "Oh my God."
Like who?
Let's start with Sydney White, Betty Portier, Bob Saget. And then we could just even going back as far as like, let's say Norm Macdonald, all the way through. From then to like now, there's been a good amount of celebrities, honestly.
I just remember Norm died. Betty White, I don't really care about. I've never understood why people are so into Betty White. I've never seen anything with her in it. I don't know anything about Betty White. What is it?
Yeah, well, you're an uncultured swine. That's what you are.
No, what you are is you're insulting Chinese people now, and that's not
Whoa!
okay.
Whoa! I thought
Anyway,
you were
so
Taiwan.
yeah, well, no, I'm just saying most Chinese people don't know about Betty White, and there's 1.5 billion of them. So I'd like you to apologize. But anyway, I don't know about
Nice
Betty
try.
White. It just seems like she's kind of a meme, sort of like Stephen Hawking, where it's like he's kind of this meme of the smart guy. He's the smartest guy in the world, but also he's like totally crippled and can't speak. So it's kind of like this interesting like juxtaposition. So that's why he's so famous. But nobody actually like is familiar with his work or anything like that. Same thing with Betty White. It's like, oh, she's like the oldest like white lady in the world, and that's like so cool for some reason. I don't know.
That was also bleak. We're not really. This is a comedy podcast. We're not.
I don't think we need to pigeonhole ourselves into being a comedy
Oh
podcast.
my god! It's just because you're not funny.
No, I see myself sort of more like a life coach to the audience. You know what I mean? The audience, if they're watching us right now, they must. I mean, just it's almost certain that if they're watching us, they have some sort of problem going on in their life. You know,
Oh, stop
addiction,
that.
Drug addiction,
okay, probably
mental illness, gambling,
well,
financial hardship.
Well,
criminal
you don't
record.
know everybody. Oh, okay.
No,
That's if you like me, you probably got a criminal record.
And so
at least one
point
misdemeanor. You know.
And so to circle back around to the point, I don't know anything about Betty White. I don't know why so many people are big fans of her. I've never understood it. I know she was on the Golden Girls. That was like 50 years ago. People our age have never watched that show. And if you say you have, you're a fucking liar. And I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to tell you that you're lying. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand, why is she so beloved by our people our age?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess she did some funny shit. She did a lot of funny shit.
What funny shit did she do that people our age would have seen?
She's had a lot of cameos, dude. She's had like a fuck
name one.
Cameos.
Name a cameo that I wouldn't.
Well, I don't have them ready right now. I haven't. What do you want me to do? Pull it up? Do I look like Jamie on Joe Rogan's show, huh?
No, just name one. If she's so beloved, if she's like the MF Doom of, look who it is. It's Armand Mostag. Do you know who this is? Oh, it's Armand. Okay.
40 minutes fucking late, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty on
What's
time.
up, brother?
This kid said 20 minutes ago, oh, is it good, dude? Can I pull up? Took him another 20 fucking minutes. Look at him.
Is that shake and bake chicken?
Basically. What's the topic this week?
The topic this week is what's better.
Last week we don't have a topic.
No, the topic this week is what's better, tuna or salmon? I'm gonna go salmon, but I'm interested to hear what you guys think.
Is this your hot take of the week, Christian?
Is that a hot take? That's not a hot take. I think that's a very lukewarm
I think
take.
salmon's good. No, I mean, I was giving you a hard time because you normally have some really spicy takes.
Do I have spicy takes? I don't think so. I think I have
Think so?
Normal takes, very normal takes. Israel, Palestine. Let's have peace. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on. I'll say that's my take on Israel, Palestine. What are we fighting about, guys? Let's stop fighting. Can we just chill? You know what I'm saying?
Can we just chill?
Let's just relax. Yeah, okay. It's your holy land that your ancestors promised you. Just like, come on, guys, let's figure it out.
Oh my God.
Just here hashing out our problems.
This is
Now we got our spicy take.
Yeah, we got our spice right back to us. Relax.
What I'm saying is that
like, let me fix something really quick. That looks like shit behind me up here.
Zach, what are you doing down there, buddy? eating some food that you left on the floor?
Oh, no. No, I was trying to figure out how to turn on this fucking microwave, but it's not doing
You have a
it.
microwave in your room, in your bedroom?
He has 2 microwaves. Yeah, one is
You
really
have two microwaves in your
No,
Not
you know
bedroom?
what?
both in my room. Not both in my
No.
You know that song because
Okay,
I
I
got
was about to
2
say.
phones?
I was about to say that's something I've never seen in a bedroom before.
No,
Heard
I'm
that
not.
song because I got 2 phones?
Yeah,
I got
I
2
know that song.
microwaves.
Yeah,
But I don't know what he says in that song. He says, "I've got 2 phones, one for the plug, and what's the other one?"
Bitches and one for the dogs.
Is that what he says? I don't
For
remember him
the,
saying
one
that.
for the wait,
Oh!
One for the plug.
One for the
What?
hose!
Oh, he says one for the hose.
one for
I
the
believe.
see, I don't endorse that kind of language.
Well,
Yeah,
but you endorse hose.
I like Southern rappers because when they talk, just in interviews and stuff, their voices are pretty cool. Their accent.
Oh, that's what you like about them?
Yeah, actually, I'm not really into their music so much, to be honest. I'm not a Kevin
Yeah.
Gates fan.
Who is?
Listen,
I
guys,
mean,
I
who
don't
is
think I can
that?
eat dinner on camera. I think that's a bad look.
I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
everyone
Pause.
has, so it's just whatever. Wait, what? What'd you say?
Zach, what are you doing, bro? Are you taking a moment
All right,
to
hold up.
rearrange?
Yeah, we just took a lot of steps, a little breaker, niner breaker. You got 3 bogeys on the road. What are we gonna do about them? Over. 3 bears, 2 bogeys.
He's like, why?
We got
Good.
because I'm out of it.
Hey, I'm glad. I'm happy for you, man. How long did it take? I hadn't heard.
Oh no. I came out as straighter than straight. It's
Oh,
Oh,
Really?
you're super straight.
it's bad. It's
that's
bad.
kind of
Yeah,
it's kind of
kind of
homophobic, man.
incelly. Super incelly.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm joking. No, I was actually putting all my shit up on the hangers, and I realized I don't have enough hangers. And then I was going to go to the store today because as I told you, I have orientation for a new job tomorrow, but the orientation is at 6:30 p.m.
Oh,
and it's like a 5-minute walk from my house. So I'm like, I guess I'm going shopping before. Because that's what errands are. It's just shopping for shit for your house.
sometimes it's going to the bank.
So you can pull out money to shop for shit for your house. Or get a loan so you could buy a large thing, perhaps.
So what's up with the Omicron? Have you guys what's the deal over
Everyone's
there?
gonna die. It's gonna be a very sad state of affairs.
I heard it's pretty much like everyone's got it right now in the States. It
CDC
seems like.
says the CDC just said. I hope you know this. It's
Yeah.
a real tweet that they put out. Our editor can grab us that tweet really quick. CDC tweet about Delta.
What did they
Give me a
do?
second. So
About
the
Delta? I
editor-
thought Delta was months ago.
Just wait. Just you.
Listen, Jerry.
You wait. So, CDC said, and everything the CDC says is true.
Yeah, of course.
Give me a second.
Gospel.
Here we go. The CDC warns, and this is very important, that the war has changed.
They said war. They used the word war.
The war has changed.
Okay.
The
What
Delta
else?
variant
Was that all they
continues to
just tweeted
No.
that?
They just
The war has
war's changed,
It
boys.
was like, oh shit, I'm scared.
And everyone's like,
Some
have you
guidance.
played fucking Fallout, you bitch?
It's of
Come
the
on.
Delta
Okay,
War
what
never
else-
changes.
What else
The
did they
Delta
say?
variant of the coronavirus appears to cause more severe illness than earlier variants and spreads as easily as chickenpox. According to
But I thought
internal
the
federal
Delta-
health document that argues officials must acknowledge that the war has changed.
I thought the Delta variant is months old at this point. I thought the
Bro.
Delta variant was like a year Was it already
This
a
is-
year ago?
this is the
I
CDC,
think that's
man.
what he's trying to explain is the irony of them being like 3 months late, being like, oh, actually,
No. This is
the
after.
nigga explain
This is
yourself.
this is after this Omicron was a good one too. No, they're just saying, hey. The war's changed. Delta's the big one, but Omicron's pretty bad too. But Delta's pretty bad too. Anyways, the war.
Okay, well, that is an incredibly unhelpful statement from the
Yeah,
CDC.
man.
But-
You know what?
Hey, it's better than the CDC saying, hey, we're cutting down quarantines from 10 to 5 days. No, you don't need to test.
I mean, there are
to
no,
work.
but the thing is, there are no mandated quarantines in the States whatsoever. So it's like a useless statement. Where, like, if you fly in from, I
No,
don't
but
know,
there's work
Belarus, a
quarantines.
country
There's
that
work
I knew
quarantines.
before today when Zach brought it up. If you fly in from Belarus or Italy or Nigeria or wherever, Cambodia, you don't need to quarantine. You can just go. The minute you leave the airport, you can go to Safeway. You can go to Grand Central Station. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no quarantine. So them saying, "Oh, we're changing the quarantine from 10 to 5 days." Yeah, but who's enforcing that?
No, the quarantine isn't for that, man. It's for like work when you're positive.
Yeah, it's for when you
When you
get the
Right,
shit.
but
catch COVID.
right, but
Yeah.
what do they mean by quarantine? Do they mean you stay home?
For 5 days and then you
When
get your
when
ass
you-
back to work.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
even if you're
but
positive,
what they're
get back
saying
to work,
is
man.
what they're saying is you don't go to work. But
For 5
nobody's
days.
right, but nobody is actually saying you cannot leave your house. You need to stay inside.
Yes, they cannot
they're-
enforce you doing quarantine. Of course they can't, because
But work is not
How-
going to let you
how
come
they-
back. Work is going to be like, hey, you got COVID 2 days
but
ago.
you can go to the
COVID,
mall.
go.
Motherfuckers go to the mall
Yeah,
all the time.
exactly.
Or go to
exactly.
Tahoe, or
That's
they go to
exactly.
trips.
That's what I'm trying to say. They're
Yeah,
saying, oh,
I see what
quarantine-
you're saying, but also shut the fuck up. This is the land of the free. We should be able to go wherever we like.
Is that brandy?
This moment's brought to you by Grand Marnier, good friend of the show.
Is that cognac?
Actually, it's
Is
I
that
don't know, a sampler? It's
is
it is
that
cognac. It is cognac.
Oh, it is cognac.
It is.
I'm trying to think of a random alcohol that I don't actually know. Is that
You better
Prosecco?
be able to read backwards.
Martell Blue
No,
Swift Spear drink.
It's forward.
It's
bro.
French.
It's not backwards.
Yeah, I don't know what it's for. It's not Becky
Don't worry,
Beck.
I got this.
I already said it. It's Martell
Yeah,
Blue
no,
Swift Spear drink.
we've been able to see it clearly.
Yeah,
for
we
like
got it,
15
man.
seconds.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're good.
I'm trying to get us a sponsorship. Though.
Yeah.
Nope, don't do that. If they're gonna watch 20 fucking minutes of this and be like,
You guys seen this video of these two Australian guys trying progressively higher percentages of alcohol? on
no,
their
why would I
podcast?
do that? Oh, cold ones?
It's so great, dude. It's
No, I
so
don't.
great.
I don't like to watch alcoholism. I can do that in real time.
You like playing. You don't like watching that sport.
Yeah.
We should do that.
I'm
on the
a
pod, dude.
professional at
I'm
this.
not gonna do it.
No.
I'm not gonna do it, but you could.
Nah,
do it.
no,
Like,
because almost
progressively
immediately
stronger.
people would recognize, like, oh, Zach's like, yeah. If I told it if I
Yeah,
told
yeah.
everyone, how many beers have I had today? I don't even
I
want
don't
to start
know.
counting.
Yeah,
I started
you
pretty
don't-
late today. I tried to
don't need to
like
share.
have a good low beer day, but it's early. It's only 8, so it could get worse. There's a lot of time left before I have any thing to do besides shop, which I can always do hungover. People always look at me funny when I'm here
So,
for
Zach,
a ring light and
what's your
and batteries. They're like,
hangover cure of choice,
mm,
or do you have one?
nope, definitely not. I don't, because honestly, folks, I don't really get what most people would describe as a hangover. I get what most people would call my
Hang
body.
under? All right, sorry. Continue.
I mean, you're not incorrect. I for sure have just always been dehydrated. So like I wake up, I'm like, I just need like two cups of water and 3 beers, and we're right back at it.
Wait,
Oh, so
where
you just start drinking again.
Just
That's
hair of the
called
dog. Hair of the
yeah,
dog,
exactly.
baby.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
best way to. That's
But you
perfect.
gotta also hydrate while you're drinking, and the morning after, you gotta hydrate. And then
That's why you drink Coors Light.
For me, it's
Also,
Advil
yeah.
and a very large cup of coffee. That always does the trick for me.
I'll drink coffee, but even then, I gotta at least like eat one like hard boiled egg.
It's funny. Some people say like, oh, after in college, especially, I heard a lot of people saying this. Oh, after you have a night of heavy drinking, then you go to like some breakfast spot and get like some greasy breakfast, and that's supposed to be the hangover cure. Is that the hangover cure? I disagree. It makes you feel worse.
Depends if you did cocaine the night before, also or not.
Why? How does that
fucking
impact?
face so blurry, man.
It doesn't look blurry to me.
Yeah, you look probably the least blurry.
Yeah, you look clearer than both of us.
Yeah, what the fuck?
All right.
All right.
It's been my pleasure. It's been a pleasure watching you eat, Armand.
Is that Zach's half like full hour? I missed it.
Well, I've been here since 10:55, so it's now 12:16. I've been here for an hour and a half. We might have to. What's that? No, we started at 11.
Early.
I was early by 5 minutes, and then
You were 40.
Minutes.
You were 45 minutes late. Come on.
You were late by 20 minutes.
You were 45 minutes late.
I was early by 20 minutes.
He was early by 20 minutes. You said we would start at 7:15.
Okay, let's say we start at 7:15. I was here at 7:15.
And I was 30
regardless of how early I
minutes late.
Whatever we're doing right now, this is not good content. This needs to be cut out.
This really does need to be cut out.
Squabbling about the time that
this
definitely
really does need to be cut out. This is bad. This is how the pod falls apart.
Yo, but let's get together again and give it another shot soon. But I just have to go because I got, like Zach said, many errands to run. I'm with you on that. We on the same wavelength. Errands.
Yeah.
We the errand boys. You know what I'm saying?
No, don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't even.
Put your hand in, bro. Put your hand in, bro. Zach. All right, on 3 errands, baby. 1, 2, 3. Errands. Okay. All right, guys. I'm out. I will see you next time, but we'll get together again and do it again because that pod life. All right.
All right.
Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, it's good. It is. Thank you, Christian. Thank you.
Zach, you would like to know this? I changed my therapy appointments to be on Tuesdays. Should open me up for Wednesday.
You guys hear that? Armand has learned how to schedule his fucking life. This shit is not going up, bro. This was a boof pod.
Honestly. Oh, good.
It was junk from the start because all my shit's broken.
Because my roommate wants to watch.
Oh no.
Any of the ones that don't talk about the Taliban.
Well, that's probably like episode 5 or 6. That's like the last 2. And I don't think they have most people. I think it's mostly just, you just
man.
Yeah. I don't know.
Blue Swift is some good fucking liquor, dude.
All right, I'm gonna